Let's start by exploring some of the ways you can transition from artboard to artboard. Here we have a few screens from Sid Lee's Fantasy Sports UI kit. And to start bringing these to life, let's add some simple transitions. And in the next few videos, we'll explore auto-animate, drag, and overlays. Kicking things off nice and simple, let's hook a few of these screens up. Switching over to prototype mode, I'll start by selecting one of the icons in the navigation bar. And once I do, the blue handle can be dragged over to the artboard it should transition to. Now, over to the right, you can start defining the interaction. First, what do we want to trigger the transition? In this case, we'll want a user to tap on the icon. Next, what action should be taken? Since we're keeping things simple for now, a transition will do. The destination is already set since the handle was manually dragged over, but if you need to change it, you can do that here as well. Now, how do we want the new screen to appear? On the basic level, None will cut straight to it, and Dissolve will fade. Since most of the applications we use on a day-to-day basis utilize simple cuts, we'll choose None, but we'll also look at the slides and pushes in just a second. With that in place, let's see it in action. The play button at the top will launch the preview, where I can now click on the wired up button to transition to the next screen. Simple, but effective. Let's do one more. From this screen, we may want the points distribution button to reveal the screen over to the right. Just like in the last example, I'll select the button and then drag the handle to that artboard. But for this transition, instead of a simple cut, we may want the screen to slide or push to the left. Once selected, we can also control the easing and duration. To ease the transition at the beginning and end, I'll go with ease in out, then set the duration to around 0.4 seconds. Now before we take a look, I may also want to wire up the close button. For this, instead of dragging the blue handle, I'm simply going to click on it. Then under Action, I'll select Previous Artboard. This will accomplish two things. First, it will take the properties of the last transition and reverse it. And second, it allows multiple artboards to link to this screen, similar to an overlay, which you'll learn about in a future video. Great, starting from the first artboard, let's check out our prototype. The second navigation icon leads to the screen with the teams, and the larger button shows more details. And that's a look at basic transitions in Adobe XD.